To surprise about something.
That's why I don't like for you to do that. But I love this car. This car's perfect.
You thought you was going to be jumping up and acting like a fool, I tell you now.
I normally do not like surprises. I say that every day. But I was happy about the surprise.
I don't think I complain about that one. The Real Housewives of Atlanta is always full of surprises each week. And we were actually surprised to see this recent article about Cynthia Bailey in Life and Style Weekly, our resident sex therapist. Dr. Tiff, here to get to the bottom of it. Tiff, take it away.
I think we are going to get to the bottom of it. Cynthia, I was blown away when I read this in Life and Style. Now, what was so surprising about it for many of us, for many of the Housewife fans, was you said you felt if you didn't get the fibroids taken out or under control, that Peter would have left. Are you kidding?
No, I'm very serious. You know, the whole fibroid thing had really just taken over my life. And I'm not being dramatic.
No. Well, actually, tell our viewers, because a lot of people, this is the first time they're hearing about fibroids, and you've been so brave about just really dispelling the myths about fibroids and what they are. What were they to you, and how did they impact your life?
You know, I had symptomatic fibroids, and with that became all these different, you know, symptoms that I dealt with, and low sex drive was definitely one of them. You know, bloating. I was like, you know, I mean, literally felt like a pregnant lady all the time that never delivered a baby, and which kind of sucks.
Yeah, and for a lot of women, and I hate to get too graphic, but we're women, we can do this. There's a lot of bleeding involved, right?
I was anemic as well because of heavy bleeding. Which meant that even if I did, well, I just never felt like doing anything.
A period isn't 7 days on fibroids, basically, right?
Absolutely.
You're bleeding all the time, so there's no nookie, no sex going on.
No, you don't feel like it. You don't feel attractive. You bloated. You're just tired all the time.
And so, how did that impact your relationship?
It was really. I knew it was really a problem when Peter said to me, he started feeling like kind of like low self-esteem about our relationship. He started to say things like, I feel like you're not attracted to me anymore. You never want to do it anymore. I feel like, you know, when I snuggle up to you, you're like, oh, please, please.
And
like,
what was the real? What was the truth for you?
The truth is exactly what he said. I mean, that's how I felt when I was dealing with it. I really wanted to be left alone. I wanted to sleep when I could sleep. I did not have a high sex drive. And, you know, my husband, you know, is very attracted to me. He wants to have sex with me.
Well,
and I wanted to have sex with him as well.
But I mean, really, you're Cynthia Bailey.
For some reason, he wanted to have sex with me all the time.
There's a million men at home like, you know what, I wish I had his problem, okay? Well, listen, how did you guys turn this around? And I'm sure you guys went into this in your new book, Carry On Baggage, right?
Yes, we did. You know, our joke is, you know, honey, I want to have sex with you. My fibroid doesn't want to have sex with you. Because this thing was really just sucking the life out of me.
Literally.
It really, really was. And I had a very embarrassing accident at a huge Bravo event where I bled all over the place, basically. And we were with 2 other Bravo celebrities from the Real Housewives of New Jersey. And it just was at that point, like, I was embarrassed, but Peter was mortified. Because he's like,
it's tough,
babe,
and it's
like,
so
what are you going to, you can't keep living like this. And even just mentally, it was just starting to be really depressing.
I can imagine.
So finally, I was just like, you know what, I'm not going to do this anymore. I have to find an answer to this because it's really taken over everything that I do. And I have to work. I don't have time to, like, sleep and be off. I have to get up and go to work.
So you had the surgery. How are you now?
I did. I actually had, they call it a procedure.
You had the procedure.
Yes, procedure. There was just a little incision at the end. You know, the recovery time was like only three days. I mean, I hung out at the house for like 5 days, but I could have went back to work in 3 days. I felt better almost 2 weeks later.
Nice.
I really, really, truly did. It was the best thing I ever did. My only regret is that I didn't do it sooner.
And how's the sex life now?
Oh, we're doing it all the time now.
Okay, good.
He's probably going to get some when we get home. He's probably going to get some when I get home.
Very good. Well, this season on Real Housewives of Atlanta, I have been so engrossed. I call Princess, the creator of the show, after every show, and I'm like, girl, I need a smoke and a drink. This thing has got my nerves shot, girl. So tell us, is this the craziest season that you've shot so far?
It's very unpredictable this season. You really get to see, you know.
Me too. I don't know what to do.
Peter and I, you know, when we came on our first season, we just kind of were a hot mess. So we kind of introduced our hot mess stuff early on. So we had nowhere to go but up. And things for us, you know, we're always very up and down, but at the same time, I mean, it's just us. We really are just real, and it's just what it is. But
anything juicy though coming up this Sunday?
Well, you just have to wait and see. I will tell you that we will be in Savannah. We do. So all the girls are together, so you know what happens when all the girls get together. We never play nice.
I don't know who made her the leader of the school bus. All right, Lynn, back to you.
There's a tease if I've ever heard one. So, Cynthia, I want you to get your perspective on this because a lot of our viewers have some questions for you, and we're going to call it Ask a Housewife. Our first question comes from Shalina from Facebook. She wants to know how you've managed to keep this classy persona with such a drama-filled show. There's always one housewife, right?
Lord. Honey, it's hard. It is hard. It is hard. I really struggled to stay classy. I will say, you know, we were only on like a 6th or 7th episode, I think, so we got a lot more to go. Now, I did have to get a little ratchet a little bit this season. I didn't have any choice.
Ratchet is good sometimes.
But it was like classy ratchet. But I had to show up a couple times.
The lady version of
classy doesn't always work in this group.
Our next question is from Tania from Facebook. She wants to know why we don't see your mom or your sister on the show anymore.
Well, I have to be honest about that one. You guys did see them when I was going through my wedding, and that whole situation was just very stressful. My mom is not a reality TV star. My mom is my mom. You know, she doesn't know how to be on TV like that, you know, and it's just not really her thing, and she's just very uncomfortable when she's on there. And, you know, some of the, the way some of the things kind of played out, she just didn't like seeing herself on there.
And it's hard. It's a hard job because those cameras really are following you everywhere.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. My mom enjoys watching the show more than being on the show, but sometimes I force her. You'll see her do a scene or two with me this season, and my sister actually may be coming back. Now maybe showing up a little bit, but it was kind of good. We took a little break. You know, that whole wedding thing was very stressful, but we're in a much better place now.
Very good. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
This is awesome.
Good stuff.